Hello guys, I'm just gonna do a update regarding my Nepenthes bicalcarata, which I got on the 4th of June. So it's been more than a month now, and I'll also do an update regarding my other smaller Nepenthes that's in my triangular grow tent. My bigger Nepenthes are in this smaller tent. And I made an update. Nothing changed really. I just moved them a bit, but they look good. And I might yeah, here we go. It's but there. I mean, as you can see, just 4 of these plants I've already taken over most of these grow tents. So my next project for next year would be a bigger tent, because definitely the smaller ones will also grow out and I need a bigger spot. So but basically these guys are doing well. I'll do an update maybe in another month, because right now nothing really changed. And back to the smaller, to my baby or I would say the smaller baby Nepenthes. I'll start with the bicalcarata because I've got a lot of views when I unboxed it and did a video on this, so I think people are kind of curious of what happened to them. So today is July 12th, so yeah, definitely more than a month since I got this plant. So I got this on the 4th, and I actually just moved them on this spot. So they were up here where the Juvenile Nepenthes was, and one thing I noticed is they're not thriving. They're alive, but they're not thriving. I don't see any like major damage or cause of concern. One thing I've noticed with Nepenthes is once you got them and place them in your own grow conditions, they will still go through a period that they will need to adapt or acclimatize. I got this from Carnivoro, and they noted that it needs to be bag acclimatized. I didn't do that because I'm confident that they'll be able to go through that period well enough in my own grow tent. But the reason I transferred them down here is because they don't get enough humidity, even though it's just like a level up here. But down here the humidity is around like 70 to 80% or more. Down here it's 83, as you can see here. The only reason I don't place them down here is that the temperature, as you can see, is 71 Fahrenheit. So it's pretty cool down here. And from what I researched, bicalcarata needs at least in the 80s. Now that is my problem, because the temperature in this spot is like around 76. The most I saw it go up was 78. As we go up the tent, it gets warmer, and let me just zoom in. That's my daughter in the background, but up here it's 83. It will go up to 86 when I have the tent all zipped up. But basically the reason why I don't put them up there is because it's not just only too bright, but they'll get burned because the grow light, the Mars Hydrolite, is just too bright, and my concern is they will just burn out, and I don't want to do that. And I feel like it's a good compromise between temperature and humidity in this spot. It gets direct mist or fog from this humidifier towards here, and right now it says 60 because I opened this grow tent, but easily around 75 to 80 most of the time. What I can say though is this is a new leaf. Now I'm not sure if it will picture up, and from what I researched or read about this bicalcarata, if they don't get enough humidity, or I guess just any Nepenthes, if they don't get proper humidity, they won't picture up. So I don't like the way this looks. It doesn't look like it's a pitch. It will grow into picture especially the leaf is already fully formed. So I don't like the way it looked. I don't think it will picture up for this one, but I'll give it some time. Maybe it will like the conditions in here because it will be more humid. Same thing here. There's a new leaf, but I don't think it will form a picture. Now I'm just happy right now that it's still alive and it's not really showing signs of like complete distress where it will die off. From what I've read and researched, smaller Nepenthes adapts pretty well compared when they become mature or become adults. So by the time next year, I'll have a bigger tent and I'll have better conditions for them. But right now, in this spot, they will get the humidity they need just to live. But the fact that they're also producing leaves is good enough for me. So yeah, so just a 1 month update for these bicalcaratas, and I like the pictures. I mean, with my experience with new Nepenthes that I get, the pictures usually die off pretty quick. But I still have the same pictures, and I haven't caught any of the pictures yet, or at least the old ones yet. So my daughter's playing with my stuff again, so that's all right. Anyway, yeah, so that's fine. So that's a quick update on the bicalcarata. Another one I want to show you, this one though has completely adapted and is thriving. This is I bought this from Pet Fly Trap. It's the Nepenthes arusticoides X spectabilis giant X hamada. And when I got this, it was small. I think I bought it like small, but now for me, one thing I've experienced, and at least in my experience and what I've learned, is as when they start to grow upwards, like the stem starting to like vine up, that is a sign that they're doing well. And this is the first picture it produced that's really big and really dark. And if you really look at that, like the hamada tooth, I mean, it's not that what do you call this? Sorry, I'm losing words. It's not as obvious yet, but I'm hoping as it gets bigger, it might, provide a better look, like a more toothy peristome. But this is the next one that it grew, and look at that. I like the dark coloration, and yeah, very nice, very nice. I feed this Maxi 1/4 strength every 15 days, so on the 15th and 30th of the month, and in this case just 1 ml of Maxi. But of course it's already like halfway filled already with rainwater or whatever fluid it produces, and then I don't let it go dry. I will just add a little bit of rainwater, and then every 15th and 30th I'll give it I'll feed it with the Maxi. And so far with all my orchids and also the Nepenthes, I fed the pitchers with Maxi. I've never had any issues, and so far I can see good growth. And then yeah, this one is another really nice, it's starting to grow another pitcher here. So yeah, so this guy is really thriving for me. And as you can see here, it's loving the moss that I've collected from what I've been growing, and then just added it on this sphagnum moss. So I've had this since December 2nd. So yeah, 7 months now or more. Yeah, so really nice, really nice. I've been wanting a hamada, but from what I've researched, and finally I've accepted that if I really want to get a hamada, then I will really need to give that like the highland conditions. This area here is for intermediate, I believe, again 70 to 90% humidity, and temperatures around 70 to 76 in this spot, so more of intermediate conditions. I don't have a drop in temperature at night. I don't have that option yet, so I don't think I can really take care of highland plants. So I'll be collecting more of the highland hybrids for the moment. So next I would go for these three, which I bought at the same time from Pet Fly Trap. I purchased them on where was that date here? Okay, 4/29/22. So these ones, when they came in, are really small. So, but I mean, they're doing well. I really like how they look right now. So we'll start with the Nepenthes Diana. From my understanding is it's a hybrid between Ampullaria, Cebuyanensis, and the Ventricosa. So by the parentage itself, Ventricosa is a very a vigorous grower, easy Nepenthes to grow. Cebuyanensis from what is like produce big red pictures, and the Ampullaria is a lowland squat pitcher plant. Sorry about that, I'm distracted by my daughter. But yeah, this guy though, I've noticed, that's why I also want to do a update, is it produces this really big picture compared to the smaller ones when I receive it, and then it's starting to give this really I don't know how to explain it, but when I see this kind of look on a new leaf, it looks like it's gonna vine up. At least that's how I can describe it. I don't know if there's a proper term, but when I see a growth like that, it looks happy. It looks it looks that it's adapted when it finally brings out a leaf like that. At least that's how I can describe it, and from there I can say that this plant is growing really well, and that's why I'm also thinking about investing in a bigger grow tent, because these guys will need to be repotted. It will still take time for them to like get really big, but I might as well get started setting up a new grow tent next year. Next year is the Nepenthes Chaniana exvachii. I purchased this at Pet Flytrap at the time in April because they are inexpensive and has really nice looking pictures and has that candy cane look that I really want from the Vacii. However, again, I don't have the highland conditions here, so might as well try the so-called hybrids where they're more vigorous and easy to take care of. In this case, this is the biggest picture it has produced so far, and now it's producing this new leaf, and they're looking good, So it's been nearly 3 months, or nearly 3 months since I got this plant, and they've adapted. The next is the Nepenthes hookeriana, which is a Ampullaria x Rafflesiana hybrid. Here, there we go. And this one are more squat, speckled pictures. They don't show it yet because they're really small, but yeah, starting to have really good growth, and yeah, very happy about this plant here. So yeah, looking forward for it to keep growing and produce the pictures that it showed online, the mature plant. Next are the most recent orders. I got 629 on the 29th of June from Pet Flytrap also, when they had that sale. This guy, the Spectabilis Perkinson Giant and Platykyla hybrid, is doing just great. I've never lost a picture since it arrived, or no decaying or dying picture, and it's now producing this really nice looking leaf, which for me is a sign, which is a good sign that it's starting to adapt. So really nice. Next would be the Nepenthes Glandulifera ex Vacii. So I apologize for my daughter. So this one also, just usually again, when I said before, when I receive new Nepenthes, they'll go through this acclimate. Now I can say it. They would go through this phase where they'll need to adapt, and some of the pictures will decay or die or rot off. But then give it a few months, they will be able to catch up and produce better growth. But this one so far hasn't really showed that, except for that one picture there. But the rest, they look good, and it's actually producing a new one. So this guy is doing really well. This has, the picture I saw of a mature plant is more red and has a candy cane peristome, but because of the reddish color, it's not as obvious, but still a nice looking plant. And again, I guess it was less than it's like $22 only, so pretty inexpensive. And then down here, this has mixed results. I guess maybe they just trying to adapt with the growth conditions. We'll start with the Nepenthes ramispina and Vogeli. So when I receive it, it has 3 pictures, and they are really nice looking pictures, as you can see here. But 2 already rotted off, like the upper part of the picture rotted off, so I cut it off so I can still get them to grow. But this one, I guess, is already rotted, but it's already dying. But look at that, it has this nice reddish color, but I guess that's how it decays. Instead of black, it is more reddish. But even though it went through that phase, it's now starting to adapt. I think it likes the cooler temperatures down here, and of course the high humidity. And I have a new picture on the way and a new leaf, and you can see they're really perked up. I guess that's the way I can describe it. It's perked up leaves. So for me, those are good signs that this plant has adapted and is now, trying to catch up, get new growth and new pictures. So really nice. And the last in this group would be this is more expensive. This Cebuyanensis ex Hamada. Really nice. When I saw the pictures of the mature plant, it was really beautiful. I really like the Hamada look and the Cebuyanensis look. It's like Hamada on steroids. It's bigger with the toothy peristome. But I had some trouble with this plant. Not really serious trouble, but that picture already decayed or rotted off, and this one starting to rot off. So, but that one though still looks good. But then again, it's starting to adapt, and I have a new picture on the way, and another here. Yeah, another picture there, and 2 new growth here. So again, it's that look that makes, at least in my opinion, when I see that on a plant, it means it's adapting well and it's happy because it's more perked up. It's different from a Nepenthes that grows new leaves, but it's droopy. So it has new leaves, but it's droopy. But this one is perked up, like it's on its way. It's like when it wanna go up. So I guess that's how we can describe it. And when I see that, it just looks like it's gonna do better after like the phase adapting phase that it went through. So very excited about the way this plant looks. I'm not at all concerned when I saw them, looking a bit bad, but I am confident about the humidity, the air circulation in this spot here, so I know they'll do good. Okay. Before I end this video, I want to go and show you guys the Melanochrysum that I bought, and I'll do a video when I repot this. This is the plant that I bought or bid at eBay for $15.50 for a 1 cutting. Like if I'm not gonna include the leaf, it's just maybe a 3-inch cutting. But last I checked, there are roots, and the roots are really long. I'm not gonna bother them anymore. I don't want to damage it. But this is the best indication that it's gonna do well, is that a new leaf is on its way. I'm gonna wait for this leaf to fully mature and unfurl before I repot it, which is I'm really looking forward to, because this leaf is now showing signs of stress and like rotting off, but it's not that bad. So it will eventually, and this one will eventually unfurl, and I will definitely get this repotted. So yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Very happy about this hobby. I just started this like September of last year, and so far things are looking good. I haven't really killed a Nepenthes yet, which is a good sign. Again, lots of research, lots of reading. But again, we'll see. I mean, if things change, I will do another update. And thank you guys. I got 105 subscribers. Really great. I mean, there are people who are interested about the things I do, so I appreciate that. So thank you, and have a good day.